So I've got this great goodie basket that I talked about a little earlier, and I'm gonna go through and see everything that's in here. Super excited. Okay guys, we're gonna make lentil tacos with a Southwestern Sloaw. I'm highlighting those beautiful vegetables in the basket. So let's get our apron on and get cooking. Now we're gonna get ready to put the lentils on. This is what you wanna start with because these usually take longer than everything else. So all you need to do is put 1 cup of lentils and 4 cups of vegetable broth. And then you're gonna put that on high heat until it boils and then turn it down to a simmer. While the lentils are boiling, I'm gonna chop up some sweet potatoes. I like to dice these really small, so they're like not quite the size of the lentils, but pretty small. And then they get, coated with nice flavors. There you go. Now I leave the skins on. You can peel them if that's your preference. Once they're diced small like this, we're gonna toss them on a parchment lined pan with some of the olive oil. Just like that. And then we're just gonna drizzle with a little olive oil. And we're gonna toss them with a little of taco seasoning. And you just take about a couple teaspoons of that taco seasoning. And you're gonna toss it until it's evenly distributed all over your yummy sweet potatoes. And then once you get that evenly distributed, I'm gonna use my toaster oven. If you're using a regular oven, you just preheat it to 375 and toss those in. We're checking on the diced sweet potatoes. They've been in the oven for about 6 minutes. So I'm gonna give them maybe 3 more minutes after I gave them a quick stir, and then they will be ready. Next, you're gonna finely dice about a half a cup of onions and a jalapeno and mince 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, the lentils are just about done, so we're gonna start on medium heat. We're gonna put in a little bit of olive oil. To that, we're gonna add those peppers and onions we chopped earlier. And we're gonna saute those until the onions are slightly translucent. It usually takes about, I'd say 5 minutes. Okay, so you can see the vegetables are soft and translucent, and we're gonna add the garlic. And the garlic, you just cook for about 30 more seconds. You don't want it to brown or burn. Next, we're gonna add the lentils with the leftover liquid. There's not a whole bunch of liquid in there, but we'll pour those in. They're nice and tender. And then we're also gonna pour in about a 1/4 cup of taco seasoning mix. You have the liquid in there and you let it cook for probably about 10 more minutes. With lentils though, sometimes it'll soak up that extra liquid, so you may have to add just a touch more liquid here and there. Okay, this has gone almost 10 minutes and you can see it's starting to thicken up and get that nice dark brown color. Now I'm gonna pour in the sweet potatoes, the diced sweet potatoes. That will act as a little bit more of a thickener as well. Mix until those are combined really nicely. I usually let it go about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna put together a quick dressing in slaw. And I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna juice probably about a tablespoon of lime juice. Put in some apple cider vinegar. Just a couple tablespoons. And then we're gonna take our vegan mayo, about a 1/4 cup in there. You can judge. Some people like this more tangy, some people like it more creamy. About a teaspoon of toasted cumin seeds. Take a little bit of the serrano chili, and I'm gonna dice it really fine. About a half a serrano. Mix that in there. Yes, yummy. We're gonna take the beautiful cabbage that my friends brought over today. Cut that in half. And then I'm gonna take my mandolin and I'm gonna thinly slice that. Nice. If you don't have a mandolin, just, slice it really thinly with your knife. Okay, now I've got the cabbage nice and cleaned up and dried. As dry as you can get after you clean it up. I'm gonna toss that in the dressing. And I'm gonna add, I had these leftover carrots from my retirement party last week, and I hate to waste things, so I'm just gonna try to grate these guys, because you wanna put usually a couple carrots worth in. Okay, we're gonna put the little carrot pieces in there. Gives it nice color and a little extra vitamin A. And then I'm gonna take the green onions that we used for the earlier to chop up for the lentil mix, and I'm just gonna do a rough chop on this. Also gives it the slaw some great flavor and a little extra color. Okay, so normally I use about maybe 2 green onions, the green part. So we'll go ahead and throw that in. I'm gonna give it a really good toss with the tongs, or if you wanna use your hands, that's fine too. Okay, you're gonna wanna give that a little taste. Delicious. Okay, we've got our lentil taco mixture here. Just gonna put like maybe a couple tablespoons in each taco shell. And then you can put whatever toppings you want on, but I'm gonna put on that slaw that we made earlier. A little bit of that. We're gonna put a little bit of the fresh tomatoes from my friend's garden. And then I'm also gonna do a little bit of this fresh salsa from their garden. Let's give it a try. Wow. It's savory, it's spicy, it's filling. It's a fiesta in your mouth. Now the cool thing about these lentils is you can use them not just in tacos, you can also do them in burritos, tostadas, whatever Mexican food you like to make.